Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes. A rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Zayn unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lined up in the gun on third down, say it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To the air, it's Beck. He's moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. Working the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Hansen. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Going for the marker on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship. Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Rush is on him. He's going for a big play downfield. Snatches it on the right. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Penn State. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Jackson. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeye. Once he got some room, it was over.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Nittany Lions headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw, it's back. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is improved, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
From the gun on third down, Sayin. Quickly complete. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel, and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
He might want another play. Here's Sayin to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go right back to him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Sayin from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. Might have a chance. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Looking for a big play. He's got it down the field. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Running the red zone, it's Peoples. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. They've got him. Great press. This defense. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
Coming out with it, it's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Beck. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He got it beat down in bounds.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top. First down, 2nd down coming up. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rival. Coleman, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rival?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. St. Clair throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, and fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's announced.
Makes the grab in their space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Tavian on the play action. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Throwing St. Clair. There's the pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Well, decision time right now for the head coach because the opponent is way out so far in this game. I do know it's early, but you've got to know defensively you've had some problems stopping them. So is kicking a field goal here going to be enough? You might want to consider going for this.
Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the run, it's Hansen. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Beck. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Tavian St. Clair fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty.